What's up, y'all? This is Brave, and I'm back with another review of Basketball Wives. This is season 12, episode 9, and the episode is titled The New Queen Has Arrived. Let's go ahead and talk about it. So we see Chantel, Ming, and Denise meet up. Now, they're talking about the fact that Brandy had an event, and, it was really nice. And Ming, she brings up how she got into it with Jackie. Girl, you got into it with Jackie by choice, okay? Because you just want to stir something up. Be so for real about yourself. And what we did not see is that Jackie kind of went around the room to see where everybody stands. Are they Team Evelyn in this situation? And you already know, Denise, she was right there rooting for Evelyn because that's her girl. Here's the thing. Now Denise is saying that she is no longer on the Evelyn train. Because according to her, after that whole event, Evelyn called her and was trying to get information about Chantel. Now, my question is, what exactly did Evelyn say, sweetheart? What were the questions? Because you're not giving us no context. You're just saying, oh yeah, Evelyn was calling around, trying to get information, trying to be shady. And now she feels like Evelyn was trying to question Denise about Chantel because she knows that Jackie supposedly has a bone that may be about Evelyn's daughter, Shanice. Here's my whole thing. Denise, if you gonna come on this show and you're gonna say that Evelyn's doing this, that, another, you could at least say, yeah, because she asked me about such and such. She asked me about your court case. She asked me about Chantel growing up. Like, it should have been something that she actually asked as an example so that we can kind of get a temperature on what the situation is. Because you just telling me that Evelyn was questioning you, girl, that's not telling me nothing. Okay, I'm sorry. It's just not. So now Chantel, she questions everything that Evelyn has said to her and done for her because now she's like, that wasn't genuine. Chantel, you don't know if you are going left, right, up, or down at this point. And I am so confused how this show became the Chantel show. Like, the fact that they're calling it The New Queen Has Arrived has pissed me off. And I don't understand how everybody has catered to Chantel. And this girl, she just seems like she's a handful. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say so far. But we're going to keep it moving, right? Oh, wait. Also, I forgot to mention, Ming ends up inviting the ladies to Hawaii. I love Hawaii. That's one of my favorite places to go to. I need to make another trip. Love that place. Nonetheless, so here goes Chantel. Oh, I don't know about going because, I got this whole custody battle going on. We learned that basically her baby daddy, the first one, he don't want her to move from Arizona or something like that. Arizona or Texas, wherever she was from, or wherever she was living, I should say. And my whole thing is, Chantel, you actually have stuff going on. Why didn't you just come on a show with that? You could have just came on a show with that. You would have had people connected with you because a lot of people have baby daddy, baby mama drama, especially when people telling them that they can't move on with their life. Like, you had a story, but you chose to do this beef with your mama. That makes absolutely no sense to me. No sense whatsoever. But besides that, y'all, moving on. We see Ty, she meets up with Evelyn, and basically Ty updates her on the whole Denise situation. Now, I'm going to assume that she got her information from Ming, because who else would Ty be talking to? I can't see her making a phone call to Chantel, because I don't think she really feeling Chantel like that. And I don't see her rocking with Denise either. But nonetheless, she tells Evelyn about what Denise said, how Denise told everybody, especially Chantel, that Evelyn was trying to get information out of her about Chantel. And here's the thing. Ty has already peeped game. Ty may be the type of woman that will take your girl, but one thing about her is that she be peeping game. And she be seeing things for what it is. Because she has peeped that you have the Three Musketeers over there. Or should I say the Three Stooges. Which is Brittany, Denise, and Chantel, because these three act like they are the ultimate besties and they barely know each other. Okay? So, at this point, Evelyn is kind of surprised because she's like, wait, what? What is this information? Like, I need to talk to Chantel because I don't know what Denise done told her. Here's my thing. Do I think that Evelyn was actually fishing for information? Possibly. Y'all know Evelyn play dirty. But at the same time, I just feel like the way Denise has concocted this story, I don't know. Because Denise, you should have gave way more context. This ain't it. This just ain't the move, okay? Where are your receipts? You know what I mean? But now Evelyn says that she wants to have a conversation with Chantel alone. She don't need Brittany there, and she sure don't need Denise there, okay? Now, moving on, we see Ming and Jackie. They're at like this color analysis place where they kind of tell you what colors look best on you. I've been wanting to do that. I just haven't had the time to even look up the place that does it. But nonetheless, shout out to Jackie because she's been wearing black this whole time that we've met her on this show. And come to find out, that is her color. Nonetheless, Ming is telling Jackie about the trip. And, you know, Jackie is excited about it. But she's like, oh, who's all coming? Because you already know she wants to know if Chantel is coming. And here's the thing. I don't think that Jackie is really checking for Chantel in the capacity that most people are thinking. I think Jackie is trying to figure out what is going on with Chantel and production. Is Chantel actually filming? Is Chantel working? Is Chantel being difficult towards the producers and production? Because every time she asks, like, oh, is Chantel going to be there? Is she coming? It's giving, is this girl showing up for work or not? Like, it's not giving that she really concerned about Chantel filming with the ladies and having a good time. It's giving, girl, I done brought you on this show. Please don't tell me that you've been difficult to these people. But I digress. Maybe I'm the only one who feel that way. Nonetheless, we do have Ming basically telling her how Chantel don't know if she's going to come or not. Now, of course, we do see Jackie basically tell Ming to stay out of the family business. You know, as long as the ladies stay out of the family business, then everything will be good. Ming ends up telling Jackie about how Chantel and Denise are now on the outs with Evelyn. Okay? And again, what's crazy to me about this whole situation is that Ming is going pillar to post to tell everybody about this situation. Okay? And what's interesting to me is that she's supposedly cool and friends with Evelyn, but she's the one person who did not tell Evelyn. Yet she has told everybody else about this situation. I find that to be very messy and very interesting. Because didn't Evelyn just give a whole speech about how the ladies don't be having her back when that lady was talking crazy about her? Well, let's see. Denise was talking crazy about Evelyn. So, Ming, why you didn't stick up for her? What's going on there? Nonetheless, let's go ahead and move on. So here comes the Three Stooges. We see Brittany, Chantel, and Denise meet up. They are over here calling themselves the Big Three. The Big Three? Y'all are the lamest people that I've seen on this show. The lamest. And Chantel was going on about how she went to court and now she can relocate with her children. And I mean, okay, good for you. But again, it's hard for me to be happy for you when you could have just came on the show with that storyline instead of what you're giving right now. So then she goes on about how, you know, these ladies are just the best people to have in her corner and how everything is just so great with them. Y'all, I cannot wait for the fallout between these three happen. Baby, I cannot wait for it. I don't know if it's going to happen at the end of this season. It seems like it may happen in the next season. But yeah, I'm anxious for the fallout between these three because I don't see this friendship lasting, okay? So after that, Chantel is going to say, oh yeah, well, you know, I think I want to go to Hawaii. And she says that she is ready to face her mother. I said, you're ready to face her? Why are you acting like you about to fight that lady? Like, why are you talking? Why is she talking like you about to go have a fight with your mama? Like, what are you talking about? Then she's like, you know, I have a full list of things that my mom has done. Well, where they at, girl? Where are they at? Because y'all know what I've noticed about Chantel? Chantel loves to throw words around, but she ain't gave us nothing concrete about what Jackie has done. I'm still waiting. She wants her mom to take accountability. For what exactly? She wants her mom to stop telling lies. What was the lie? Like, y'all, I'm sorry, but Chantel is a BSer. Chantel is full of crap. And another one who gets on my nerves is Brittany. Because now she's like, because I'm not messing with Brandy, Jackie, or Evelyn. Girl, we didn't ask you. Moving on. So we see Ming, Brandy, and Jennifer. They're hanging out, shopping or whatever. And she invites them to Hawaii. Now, Brandy, she's like, I don't really like the fact that Chantel feels like she can't come around because then, like, she's not being included in everything. But here's my thing. That's her choice. Also, Brandy, she's not even your friend, so you shouldn't even worry about her. So Ming, she goes on to carry this bone yet again, and she's telling them about how Denise is not feeling Evelyn anymore and goes on into detail about why she feels a way about Evelyn. So Brandy is like, okay, there is something going on with this Denise girl, because how is it that every time there's something going on with Chantel, here comes Denise with some type of drama, right? And she ain't lying. Denise is always peeking in the corner because according to her, she's just looking out for Chantel. I don't trust it. I don't believe it. I think she would rather have situations be about Chantel than for us to learn anything about her, because I feel like Jennifer brought up a great point. What is Denise's story? Where do you come from? Are you still in good standing with your baby daddy? Do you have a job? We know nothing about her. Not a thing. So I can't take her serious at this point. She's literally clinging on to this situation with Chantel and her mama because she don't want to talk about her own life. I can already tell you that. Now, besides that, Brandy, she kind of feels like, this girl keeps inserting herself into a situation that she don't need to, because at the end of the day, this is a mother and daughter beefing right now. If anything, you should be wanting them to come back together because they are mother and daughter. But no, not these girls. Moving on, we see Evelyn, she's packing or whatever. And y'all, only reason why I'm even bringing this up is because every time we see Evelyn on the screen when she's at her house, she has a new dog. I said, Evelyn, how many dogs do you got? Like, I feel like we have seen about 8 dogs between this season and last. I'm like, girl, why is your house looking like a rescue? But nonetheless, I think in this moment, Evelyn has realized that she ain't got no friends on the island, okay? She has Ming and Ty, but we know they ain't really friends like that. I'm surprised that Shaunie did not make an appearance, okay? Maybe she gonna come a little bit later, because I'm trying to understand why was Shaunie in the middle of the promo photo as if she really about to be back on Basketball Wives, and baby, she's not here. Like, sis, why were you in the middle? But we're going to go ahead and move on. We see Jackie and Jen, they're on FaceTime, and she feels a way that her daughter might not be coming to the trip. And I'm just like, yeah, I think Jackie is more so caring about if Chantel is missing out on checks. Is Chantel being difficult towards production by not showing up? Is Chantel, leaving a bad taste in people's mouths? Because at the end of the day, this is a reflection on Jackie because she brought her into the fold. Okay? Nonetheless, we do see all the ladies get to Hawaii. And of course, we're already broken up into groups. We have Ty, Ming, and Evelyn. Then you have Brandy, Jen, and Jackie. And then, of course, you got Tweedledee and Tweedledum, Brittany and Denise. They're together because Chantel is not there yet, okay? And here's my whole thing. When the ladies get to the hotel, and I mean, the hotel is super duper nice, right? One thing that I realize is that I cannot stand the way Ming talks. Ming be dragging her words and it pisses me off every time she's talking. I'm just like, girl, put some pep in your voice. Like, what is going on? Why do you talk that way? Nonetheless, she ends up pulling Evelyn and Brandy to the side so that way they can get over their issues. Brandy feels like Evelyn owes her an apology and a thank you because she's offended by Evelyn saying that she needs to find an F to give about what Brandy was telling her. And that was wrong. That was pretty foul. So Evelyn, she does apologize to her. But my whole thing is, are you really trying to make it right with her? Or is it that you know you have nobody on this island with you? So you got to try to recoup some people because your minions have turned their back on you. Like, do y'all think that was a genuine apology? Let me know in the comments. Nonetheless, the ladies head out to dinner, right? Everybody's already left but the two stooges that are waiting for the third. Here comes Chantel. When I tell y'all I'm so over these three, they piss me off. Because according to Chantel, first of all, and this is why I feel like she low-key being difficult to production. Because she's like, yeah, I had to catch a separate flight because I didn't want to fly with everyone else. Which let me know that everybody else was on the same flight except for her. And she's like, because I didn't want to fly with my mom. Do you know how many people are on a plane to Hawaii? You didn't have to sit near her. You didn't have to be by her. Like, girl, why are you being this difficult? You're being a brat. That's the problem. You are a grown brat and you need to grow up. Like, please know, we have seen people on multiple shows, whether it be, Housewives of Atlanta or any of the Housewife franchise, probably Married to Medicine, all the reality shows where people are beefing with each other, but they're on the same plane. Like, Chantel, be so for real. But besides that, another thing that was getting on my nerves in this scene is that Chantel is like, not calling my mom, just gonna call her Jackie. And Brittany was over there being a weirdo. Y'all, I'm over Brittany. Her obsession with Chantel is weird. It's giving Brittany and Denise would love to have a threesome with Chantel. And they're thirsting for her. And I'm over it. Okay? The fact that she keeps calling Chantel the queen, it's bothering me. And the way she kept getting excited for Chantel to come and disrespect her mama is crazy to me. I'm like, girl, something's not right in your head. Because the way Brittany is acting, baby, she has more faith in Chantel than she do Allah. Okay? She has way more faith in Chantel than her being a full-time Muslim. I'm like, girl, what is going on here? So then Brittany ends up questioning Chantel. This is all while they're in the van, trying to go to dinner. She's like, well, what would be the ideal response from your mother that would just, kind of make things better? Y'all, why did Chantel say she would walk away with an ounce of respect for her mother if she can take accountability for what she's done and said? And girl, what is that? I'm sorry, but I'm sick of Chantel. She has been dragging this for I don't know how long. She has yet to say what Jackie has done and what Jackie has said. I'm waiting. I am patiently waiting. Like, every time she want to talk in these circles about how my mom's done so much, she said so many things, but can't list not a one. She can't say not a one thing that her mama done did. Bye, Chantel. So they get to this dinner, right? Now, the other ladies haven't arrived yet, but we do see the Ty. She over here trying to slide back in with Ming, and Ming is not going for it, okay? She ain't here for it. They are broken up. Ain't no sliding back, okay? Now, here's where things went left for me. Here come the other ladies, right? Everybody's happy that they're there, and I'm annoyed. Because Brittany is like, the queen has arrived. The queen is here. Girl, stop. You want this woman to overthrow her mama so bad, but baby, she will never be her mama. She will never be Jackie, okay? It does not matter how many times she tries. She will never be Jackie, okay? So let's get to the mess. Now, before anything can even pop off, Evelyn is like, oh, Chantel, I'm so happy that you're here, and I want to have a conversation with you privately because I feel like there's been some miscommunication. I said, oh, Evelyn, you jumped out real fast. You really trying to be in Chantel's good graces. It is so weird because we've never seen Evelyn do that before, number one. Number two, I'm just kind of weirded out again how this became the Chantel show. Like, why in the world does Evelyn need to be cool with Chantel? You would think that, it would be a Chantel and Shanice situation because they're closer in age. But, like, Evelyn don't need to be close to Chantel. Like, this is so weird. But whatever. Moving on from there, Brandy, she pipes up. I'm like, again, another person who don't need to pipe up. She's like, oh, Chantel, I'm so happy to see you here. She is apologizing again for causing, the beef between Jackie and her daughter. And I'm just like, girl, what are you apologizing? Like, Chantel has finessed this into a way that everybody feels like they are the cause and the reason for the beef. And I'm just like, Brandy, no. Like, all because you told her to stay in a child's place, that does not warrant for that girl to be pissed off so much that she just, like, acts like she's refusing to film with her mama. She got an attitude every time we see her. Like, girl, no. None of this warrants that. Like, honestly, it is so crazy to watch how everyone is catering to Chantel. It is weird. But besides that, Jackie is over there chuckling to herself. Because you already know, she'd already told everybody, don't try to bring up family and how they have issues. And that's exactly what Brandy did. I'm like, Brandy, why would you even do that? So like I said, Jackie over there chuckling, and here goes Chantel. What's so funny? And Jackie basically just tells her hello. And that she's happy to see her. Baby, Jackie is not about to play this game with Chantel. She's really not. So here goes Chantel. She gets on her soapbox, and basically, this is where all the mess gets started. However, this ain't what it should have been. Y'all, why she get up there and say, so who said I was impressionable? Impressionable? Chantel, I know you did not hop on the soapbox. Like, you hopped off the porch and hopped right onto the soapbox to say who said I was impressionable? Oh, baby, get off my show right now. Get off the show right now. Like, this is dumb. And nobody said anything. So then Chantel questions Jackie, and Jackie's like, nope, I didn't say that. And I'm just like, okay, let's see what she did say. Oh, don't worry, they played a clip. And it was basically her saying how she can't believe how her daughter has manipulated to the point where this situation was supposed to be about something totally different, and y'all done flipped it to make it family drama. Y'all have flipped this into being a Jackie versus Chantel situation, and it was never supposed to be that, okay? And I'm just like, Chantel, I'm really hoping that you are watching these episodes and see how crazy you look, because you look hella stupid to me. So then Chantel, she's like, I just want clarity on some things. And like, Brandy, how can you basically feel bad for starting a mess between the mother and daughter here, but you're still hanging out with Jackie? So Brandy's like, okay, what's wrong with that? And here goes Chantel. An hour before Jackie took over on the last night of Vegas, she was talking crap about you, blah, 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 blah. Again, Chantel, what is your issue with your mother? because you're not saying it. This has nothing to do with what your issue is. You're not making any sense. Like, I'm tired. I'm exhausted with her. Also, I feel like Jackie probably felt comfortable talking crap about the ladies to her daughter because she thinking that they're on the same team, and it's very clear that they were not. So at this point, we see Jackie, and she's like, Chantel Nicole, I'm not about to do this with you. As much as I want to, because I love you so much, I'm not about to do this back and forth with you, okay? Actually, she ends up telling, I think it was Jen, that she's getting ready to head out. Oh, why she say that? Because here goes Chantel. This is what you love to do. You love to stir the pot and keep mess going. And I'm just like, girl, when did she stir the pot? Again, you just throwing things out here, ain't got not a one example. Like you said, your mama was talking about Brandy. Well, what did she say? Because we've heard your mother tell you that Brandy is going through things with her husband. I think she was just giving you a little insight on why Brandy may be acting the way she is. That does not mean that she's really like dogging Brandy out. So again, Chantel, what was Jackie saying? So now we have Jackie and Chantel going back and forth because here goes Chantel saying we can have this conversation in front of everybody. And that's the thing. You sitting up here trying to have an audience instead of getting to the bottom of the issues. And that's annoying me. Also, at the same time, like, Jackie is like, girl, I will have the conversation with you, but this ain't it. And I agree. This is not it. If you gonna say Jackie did all these things, I need for you to list them. The things that actually have something to do with you, Chantel. Not her being a fake friend to Brandy. None of these women are real friends. They all being fake towards each other. What else is going on? And y'all, during this whole thing, Brandy keeps trying to jump in, basically trying to tell Jackie, like, no, you need to see from Chantel's perspective. No, she don't. Chantel knows her mama, and her mama knows her daughter. Okay? Jackie know her daughter. Jackie knows how Chantel is trying to manipulate this whole situation. We can see it. So Jackie says that they can have it, okay? Y'all can have it. Y'all can have the conversation. She's done. We see Ming, she's in her confessional saying how basically Chantel's having a cry for help. Help her with what? What are we helping her with? What is the cry for? Because again, like I said, she ain't said what Jackie has done. Like, you telling us that Jackie is being fake towards these other women, baby, we don't care. You need to list off the things that Jackie has done to you. Now, as Jackie is walking off and she's leaving, here goes Chantel. There's no accountability. You're deflecting. You're lying. And I'm just like, where? Where is all this happening? Like, I get it. Jackie probably shouldn't have walked off and look like she's running away from this conversation. But I don't even think it's that she's running away from a conversation. I think that at this point, she's just over Chantel. She's over Chantel's, her actions and her attitude and the way she's treating this conversation. Like, girl, you literally asked the table, who said I was impressionable? Again, you're operating like a child. Now, we see Brandy, she gets up so that way she can go chase after Jackie while Chantel is still going on and on at the table. Now, in her confessional, Chantel is upset because, according to her, her mother sat down and had conversations with people about her. And I'm like, Chantel, and you've done the same thing. You sat down, had conversations with people you knew was your mama enemy. You sat down and had conversations with Evelyn. You sat down and had conversations with Brittany and Denise. So we don't want to hear it. Because the same things that you are accusing your mother of, that's what you've done. Now we jump on over to Jackie. She's stomping those feet, trying to get to a car to take her back to the hotel. And all we hear is Brandy behind her. Jackie. Girl, let Jackie go. Listen, if Jackie don't want to be here no more, let her go. It's fine. Because we jump back over to Chantel, and she's still going on and on, saying that this is the goofy stuff that her mama like to do. Girl, You still ain't gave your mama no solid reason as to why you feel away. So I see why she's walking off. So here we go at the table. Here comes Denise. She's like, well, you guys have been friends with Jackie for longer. Have you seen like these type of signs from her? And of course, Evelyn, because she's trying to get back in good with Chantel, and she don't like Jackie, she's like, yeah, we've seen things like this. And Jen is like, well, we've all had like our ups and downs with her. And my whole thing is this. If we really want to be technical, all y'all have been flip-floppy with each other. So what are we talking about? So Jen is like, Jackie had told me that at one point y'all were fine. Y'all were good. And I think she's referencing when Chantel first came on this show. And they were. They were playing nice. It's Chantel who changed the dynamic. Now we jump back over to Jackie. She done hopped in the car. She rolling off. Brandy, she's in her confessional. She's like, I don't understand why Chantel is even approaching the situation the way she's doing it. This is not even a setup for a mother and daughter conversation, which I absolutely agree. And it's like, girl, why you keep trying to air your mom out every chance you get? It's giving weird. So Brandy go back to the table and she asks Chantel straight up, like, what do you want out of this situation? Y'all, why was the first thing to come out of this girl's mouth? I want my mom to tell me that she's the one who said I was impressionable. Again, Chantel, you are worried about the wrong things. Like, you keep saying that your mama did all these horrible things, and the first thing that comes to your mind is that she said that you were impressionable. Baby, come on now. At least when we asked Brittany, what did your mama do to you? She said her mama stole her money. Like, that's a reason to be mad. This ain't it. So Brandy's like, well, where'd you even hear that from? And Chantel's like, oh, Denise told me. So Denise is like, well, I think that she needed to know what her mother said about her. I'm just like, okay, here we go with the mess. And then Chantel is backing it up by saying that, she needs to admit it because I wouldn't have even pushed the gas on her about this. Chantel, first of all, you decided to start at point, I don't know, JK. You need to start at point A and then go to point B, because I'm not understanding why you're all the way down at the bottom of the alphabet at this point. Really, you're trying to point out point S, point T, of why you don't like your mama, yet you won't start at point A, and it's bothering me. So Brandy is like questioning that. I'm about to call her Destiny. Denise, she's like, you do realize that this is a mother and daughter situation. While she's trying to have this conversation with Denise about this, all we hear is Chantel over talking her. Like, no, Brandy, you ever try to take up for my mom? I don't think she's trying to take up for anybody. I think she's trying to understand how the hell did we go so far left that y'all can't even have a conversation. And when we bring up what's the issue, we ain't never really got to the issue. And I can't lie, it was annoying me that Chantel was like, yeah, because my mom, she would throw you under the bus in a heartbeat. Girl, that is how these shows are set up. Like, what else is going on? Like, you're stating the obvious, okay? Why do you think most of these ladies are beefing one minute and then they're back friends? That's how the show works. So Brandy is trying to explain, like, I would never get into the middle of a mother and daughter that are beefing because, like, we not about to get no resolution with this. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to insert myself in this type of situation. We see Evelyn, she over there nodding and agreeing. Now, of course, Evelyn thinks that Denise is a bimbo, especially considering she done stirred the pot to where Chantel has now turned on Evelyn. But here's the thing, Evelyn got a point. Denise is a bimbo, okay? Because she don't be making no sense. Like, the way she has been moving and operating, questionable. So, now we get into a beef between Brandy and Brittany. Because Brandy mentioned how, I think she didn't want to, like, insert herself. And then here goes Brittany. But you pushed the gas. I said, y'all gonna stop with this whole pushing the gas thing. We gotta stop trying to make fetch happen. Please stop. And then she decides to bring up the whole, you said stay in a child's place. Okay. And did Jackie not address Brandy and be like, her name is Chantel, don't call her a child? Did that not happen, Brittany? Were you not sitting there? Or were you in La La Land? What are you talking about? Like, why are you getting all hype in the chest about to give your damn self heart palpitations because you saying that Jackie didn't stand up for her daughter? Which she absolutely did. She did. And Brandy is just like, girl, I did not know that that was going to be the thing that would started a whole ticking time bomb between a mother and a daughter. Be so for real. Who would even think that? And y'all, Brittany is just going on and on, yelling about how this is her real friend and this is why she's going so hard. Brittany, you have nothing. That's what's happening. You another one who has nothing to bring to the screen, so you are holding on to Chantel's storyline, so that way it gives you something to pipe up about. Girl, bye. And then yells out how if you've never had a toxic mother, you would never understand. Yeah, you're right. Brandy won't understand because Brandy has a great relationship with her mother. Something that most people strive for, to have a great relationship with their parents, and their parents strive to have a good relationship with their children. Like, I'm sorry, y'all. The way Brittany is going so hard for Chantel, baby, she wants Chantel, and she want her bad because ain't no way you raise your blood pressure that high for this. Talking about how Chantel, she's so poised and she's so well spoken. I said, what does that have to do with anything? I'm sorry. Wasn't she raised by her grandmother? I can see why she would be well poised, well spoken. She's Doug Christie's daughter. I'm pretty sure she went to the best schools. She should have great education. Like, what are we talking about? So, again, we still got Brittany hooping and hollering. And then we have Chantel piping up about how you're taking up for my mom and she would throw you under the bus. Girl, you already said that, okay? What else do you got? So Brandy is like, also what's crazy to me is that this is another time of them ganging up on Brandy. But Brandy is in her confessional and she's like, I don't care if Jackie don't like me. Jackie don't even like you, Chantel. That part did have me laughing. So Chantel is going on and on about how she doesn't understand how Brandy can still want to be friends with Jackie when Jackie has talked so bad about her. Again, ain't said what Jackie has said, but she supposedly talked so bad about Brandy. And here's the thing, Brandy don't care. Brandy honestly is thinking probably the same way I am. Chantel, your mama not liking me and being fake towards everybody, that's not even important right now. What's important is supposed to be your relationship with your mother, yet you have yet to tell us what the problem is there. And what's her name? Brandy saying, girl, it don't matter if she got beef with Jackie today or tomorrow. At the end of the day, she does not like the situation going on where you have a mother and daughter who have had a falling out over something on a reality show. Like, be so for real. But y'all, that is where the episode ended. I'm so sick of Chantel. We need her gone. Let me know what y'all thought about it. Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And I will talk to y'all in my next review. Bye, guys.